Corporate greed has gotten absolutely out of control this year, and they aren't even hiding it anymore. Everything is a trap to keep you spending. Clothes, food, even cars, it's all turning into plastic just to squeeze more money out of you. And if you happen to run out, well, they'll hook you up with buy now, pay later and credit card debt. Whatever it takes to keep the shareholders happy. As usual, I'll be reading some of your comments in today's video, so if you want to be featured in the next one, definitely make sure to drop your thoughts down below.
Can someone tell me what is going on at Anthropologie? I braved the cold because I needed a new deodorant and they carry mine. But what I saw there was genuinely shocking. Is anybody buying this poor quality, overpriced garbage? From my perspective, this stuff doesn't need to exist. We don't need poor quality shirts for $118.
A plastic shirt, they're charging $118. Yeah, I'm so happy I've never stepped foot in an Anthropologie. $118 for basically plastic water bottle, recycled plastic water bottles.
Polyester pants for $160.
Jeez.
Are people buying these things?
There's no...
This poor quality but still decently expensive stuff?
Is that plastic?
Or things that look like basically fast fashion that you're going to wear one time,
Denim.
or they're see-through and they're still charging $70, or just insane bizarre design pieces that, like, whose body does this look good on, or stuff that, again, you're going to wear it one time and decide it's ugly.
$138.
Are people buying these items?
$80.
This is in the store right now and genuinely so bizarre. All of this, just to me, is like straight to landfill.
Yep.
Because I can't imagine that people are actually buying this stuff and putting it on their bodies. Please, can someone tell me?
Talk about forever chemicals and microplastics galore. You know, there was a long time where I didn't even realize, like, polyester meant plastic. No idea. And also there was a time where I didn't even like see the transition from cotton to plastic entirely. Like, they've been slowly reducing the amount of cotton in clothes and switching it over to polyester. Now I exclusively only shop cotton, or as close to that, maybe 90%, 80%, as close to it as I possibly can. I just don't find the plastic breathable, and I don't like shiny clothing. Like this, I believe, is 90 or 100% cotton, and it's comfortable. It's breathable to me. But it's truly shocking, women's like clothing and fast fashion, and the fact that they will do everything in their power to make sure there's never one style. Always changing the trends, always creating new, fashion statements and stuff like that to just constantly get you to spend your money. And the fact that majority of the stuff at $118 is plastic, are you kidding me? It's insulting, to be honest with you. Like, $118 should get you a solid, like, cotton, outfit that is good quality, that's going to last you a long time, not break apart and be made out of like the same material water bottles are. It really is disgusting. I even looked up, because I was curious, like how much it costs to make a plastic like shirt. It's $1.50 for polyester. It ranges from $1.50 to $6 for plastic. If you can't tell behind me right there, that's a 3D printer that prints plastic. I can buy plastic filament for super cheap. It can make essentially the same stuff. I would never consider wearing it. Like, it blows my mind. Everything is becoming plastic now, if you haven't noticed. Anywho, I wanted to read a couple of comments that you guys had left on previous episodes on the channel. This one specifically on my new cars are falling apart faster than ever video. Highly recommend you check that out if you have even the slightest interest in cars. And if you want to get featured in the next episode, definitely drop a comment down below. Basically, in that episode, we talked about how cars are more and more parts are being replaced for plastic because it's cheaper. And someone goes, there's a sucker born every day. Why wouldn't they keep making them cheap when the masses keep buying them? You could say that corporate greed is the problem, and you'd be right. Yes, profits over people. I keep saying that over and over again. You could also say that mass retardation is the problem, and you'd also be right. They'll stop making this crap when people stop buying this crap. Yeah, that's true. But they will do everything in their power to make you keep buying it. Now we have buy now, pay later. An even easier way to access borrowed money and loans and other people's money that you couldn't afford because there's no credit checks. There's no, soft inquiry or a hard inquiry, whatever it is. You can keep taking out these loans and they're just going to make it easier and easier and easier and reduce the amount of friction that comes with buying stuff so that you can just spend all your money and be forever broke. It's sick. And he's totally right. Like, it is a corporate greed problem, but it's also a mass consumerism problem. People keep buying this junk. So they're like, well, why are we going to make clothes that are at a real cotton that's going to last a long time if people are just going to buy the next item in a month? Or the next trend in 2 months? Might as well make it out of plastic, the cheapest quality we can, because people are going to keep buying it. From a corporate standpoint, it makes perfect sense for cars and for clothing too. Why would I make a reliable, long-lasting car and spend extra money to make things out of aluminum and metal if you guys are just going to sell it and junk it after 3 years and just lease another car? I mean, it makes sense.
You know how they told us that there was record spending for the holidays this year? Well, it turns out it was record debt. So many people started using this buy now, pay later scheme that it's going to destroy their personal finances, and it's not good for the economy. Actually, half of all holiday shoppers used this buy now, pay later system where they offer you at checkout a way to split the cost into equal payments.
Crazy.
And they do almost no credit checks before offering you this. And it's very predatory because each one of these purchases acts like a separate loan. So there are separate dates and they withdraw money directly from people's checking accounts. So they're left with no money for essentials. And 25% of Gen Z and millennials are using this as a regular financial tool. So when the billionaires say that the economy's great because people are spending, they're the ones lending people the money to go into debt. They're the ones charging the interest rates and the late fees. It's gotten so bad that attorney generals in 7 states have opened up investigations into these buy now, pay later schemes. Please be aware of them when you're checking out.
It's crazy. It's like the billionaires will loan the money, or the billionaire corporate greed companies loan the money to the people that can't afford it to buy the corporate slop, the garbage that's being put out in the market, to then have you default or pay the minimum so that the billionaires can make even more money off of you. It's this disgusting cycle. It's hysterical, and nothing's going to change because they keep making it more and more frictionless to buy stuff. More and easier and easier and easier to buy more and more stuff. Anywho, off topic, because I have the attention span of a squirrel. Before I forget, I have upgraded my camera. I don't know if you guys could tell or notice anything, but I've gotten a new camera. I'm trying to improve the quality here, and I am in the process of even upgrading some other things to come. I'm very excited. Maybe have a dual camera setup so we can get some cooler angles and things like that. So just stay tuned because big things are coming. We're making this channel the best channel it could possibly be. So definitely make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. They charge an outrageous interest rate, and also people were using it and are using it to buy their groceries. That's insane to me, and that's how they make their money. It's crazy. Like, buy now, pay later is how all these companies are making tons of profit. I even went as far as looking up anthropology because I was curious to see if they accept or have Klarna as a payment option. Of course they do. I even vaguely remember walking through the outlets and seeing Klarna stickers stamped on every door or window to let you know that you can now finance this overpriced corporate slop, plastic clothing that they've upcharged and raised the prices on even more because they know that you're going to think, oh, 4 payments of $25 for this $100 plastic shirt that cost $1.50. Oh, $25. Okay, I'll buy it. When in reality, it's a lot more. And what people don't realize, the problem with this trap, this consumer trap, is micro payments is what makes you broke, is what destroys you. Micro leaks is what sinks a ship. Yeah, one big blow could do it, but certainly tons of leaks on a ship can also sink you. And people don't realize that. It's like, hearing that expression, like if you put a frog in boiling water, it jumps out. But if you, put the frog in normal water and you turn the heat up, you can cook it, no problem. That's what they're doing to most people's finances, and they don't even realize it. I'm never using it again. You rack up to $700 to $1,000 without noticing because amounts are $20 to $70. Debt by 1,000 cuts. That is another one. Beautiful. Too many people never learned about this. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I love these, though if you are responsible, there are no interest. Yeah, but you are dancing with the devil, my friend. Stay away from debt. If you can't buy it outright, you cannot afford it. Yes, maybe in an emergency situation, if all else fails, this is certainly a good way to reduce the collateral damage from, instead of going onto a credit card or whatever. But it is not good by any other means. Do not consider it a good investment strategy or tool.
Chris K here you've heard about.
Did you guys not see this? This is the McDonald's CEO trying the Big Arch, which I thought was a Big Mac. Apparently, they've rebranded it. But this is one of the weirdest videos that is going viral right now. It was so bad that even McDonald's took it down from their social media pages.
Here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but
not a burger, a product.
I eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing, I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth.
What the heck was that?
That is so good. That's a big bite.
That's a big bite? Did he even get through the outer layer of the bun? That's a big bite, my man. This is so unhuman. It's ridiculous.
For a Big Arch, it's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else.
Did he even? I didn't even see him swallow it.
Delicious product. You've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch. But Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
It's so inhuman, like it blows my absolute mind. This is what happens when you have late stage capitalism, when it's just these CEOs have gotten so out of touch with reality that they're no longer human. This is ChatGPT. That is a computer, an AI bot that has no emotions, no empathy, no human intellect or understanding. So this is corporate trying to figure out how to reconnect it and try to make it human. Have you guys ever watched like Ferrari versus Mustang or something, or Ferrari versus Ford, where Ford was trying to make like the fastest race car for F1, and the problem they were having was every time like a change wanted to be made, by the time it reached the CEO, it had gone through like 37 hands and so many different changes. That's what's happening with the food. He called it a product. Why are you calling a burger a product? Millionaire tries to act human challenge. Impossible. No, this isn't Millionaire, because everyday millionaires are not like this. I've made many videos talking about this. This is billionaires and CEOs specifically not being human. They're not from this planet. Honestly, they are computers at this point. The gaslighting of Big Bite is diabolical. Is he trying to convince us or himself?
Hi, I'm McDonald's CEO. Insert name here. Like many humans, which I am one, I consume several burger products to gather sustainable energy units. I have one here today.
This is hysterical. This is it.
Big Arch Burger. Let's have a look, shall we? Wow.
Wow.
What a fine burger product.
Burger product.
I'm going to consume it now with my mouth whole, as I have done many times before.
So convincing. I really want one now.
Look at that burger product.
Can't.
Here we go. Into the mouth port.
It just vanished. I love the cut.
Oh my.
Like, we didn't watch the other guy didn't eat it. The other CEO.
What a product.
What a product.
You should put one of these in
your
your
mouth
mouth hole today. Like me. Regular human CEO of McDonald's.
Oh, can't. Oh, the world we live in. I was waiting for him to be like, there are beefy notes to it that I can taste because of the flavors we added to it. McDonald's deleted their original video, by the way. Like, that's how I don't understand how any normal human being could think that that was an appropriate thing to post, that like consumers, us human beings, are going to blindly follow. Like, they truly are not hiding it anymore. They don't care. Like, at some point, you know, after passing through 37 different hands, they thought this was a good video to release on the internet. They really do think we are just absolute morons and idiots. It's hysterical. The way he kept calling it product made me think his legal team advised him not to call it food because technically it's not real food. Yeah, I bet you, what is it? Like the FDA, wherever the food, whoever is the, you know, legal body for regulations of the food industry, there's probably like a standard that if you want to call something a hamburger or a cheeseburger, it has to have more than like 70 or 60% beef. And like McDonald's only has 30% beef product in their cheeseburger, where they legally can't call it a burger or they will be sued. The rest of it's plastic and chemicals. This is the world we live in, guys, and it keeps getting worse. Like, every time I'm like, nah, this is it. This is hysterical. This has got to be the bottom line. It gets worse. Like, what's next? PSA to registry girlies. These are from Crate & Barrel. Pre-scratched plates.
Why I don't really shop at Marshalls or other stores like it. The majority of their clothes are all synthetic. We can see that this sweater and this sweater are already pilling. So my guess is this has like an acrylic polyester blend. Same thing, I think, acrylic poly. If you're in a store and it's pilling already, it's probably acrylic and poly. I mean, this is just so cheap.
For those out there into fashion, acrylic. I've always thought like polyester cotton. Now there's a new competitor to the space, acrylic. What is that doing? Is that cheaper, better? Like, what type of plastic is this that's being added in?
This has to be polyester with some type of spandex. Duh. This is either 100% cotton,
polyester,
or this is a cotton acrylic or a cotton polyester blend. Cotton and acrylic. I actually think it's going to be harder to find natural fibers here. So let's try to find some. Maybe a natural, or maybe this is viscose. Do we think this is maybe cotton? I hope so. Nice, we found one thing.
Wow.
Very structured. My guess is this has to be like majority
It's definitely
polyester.
plastic.
LOL.
90% plastic, guys. 90% plastic. And this is pretty much why I stopped shopping at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods. Most of the stuff is just corporate slop and leftovers and junk that they couldn't, offload in retail, main retail for 90x markup. Usually, typically, what would happen is TJ Maxx would buy the pallets and sell it for a fraction of the price. It was a good deal. Now they're, smoking the ganja too or whatever, and they think they're all superior, and they're upcharging. It used to be cheap. Like, the prices there are disgusting now. Extremely overpriced for what it's supposed to be. $30 a shirt, $40 a shirt. I'm like, are you kidding me? Where's the $9? It used to be like I could get it for $11. And now it's all plastic. So I'm getting real sick of the corporate slop TJ Maxx. I don't shop there anymore. Not to mention what's happening, if you guys haven't realized, is all that junk in the center of the store is just a vessel to get you hooked on the credit card that they push at the register every single time you try to buy something. The goal is to get you hooked on credit cards. The goal is to get you hooked on debt and interest and get you to, pay their interest, because that's where the money is. They're just screwing you and milking you for all you're worth. Any way, shape, and form.
If social media and scrolling doesn't scare you a little bit, just think about the fact that it is chemically training your brain to prevent you from doing anything long-term and meaningful.
True.
I'm doing my PhD in chemistry right now, and I started creating content on here. And while I've been creating content, I also consume a little bit. And I don't really feel like it matters what level you're consuming. It is going to spike your dopamine levels in a way that's going to put you in this up and down cycle where you're going to be chasing instant gratification. It's going to fragment your memory. You're just going to have such a short attention span that it is so hard to concentrate and do things, especially if you let the spiral out of control. And so I'm posting other videos on here on how I regulated my dopamine levels. So hopefully the tips and things that I've researched help you as well.
It's so true. And it doesn't just apply to doom scrolling social media and TikTok, even though that's wired to get you to have instant gratification. It's being applied everywhere. You got to understand, these companies spend millions of dollars on market research to study the human brain. They do group studies and tests. They do it online with advertising to figure out how your brain works. And you don't even realize it's happening. So it's all premeditated. Amazon is a great example. Instant gratification. They figured out how to do it. Bright colors. Add to order now. You don't even have to check out. Just click add to delivery. Boom. Shows up. Finance it. Klarna it. Interest-free payments. Da-da-da-da-da. Pay for it after you receive it. I mean, anything to get you to buy stuff. It's even affecting children's shows. Go watch Peppa Pig or all the other places now. It's just super bright colors. Crazy dopamine hits to these, children that are starting to grow, that are becoming iPad babies. Go look at a show from early 2000s or 90s, and it's totally different. Now it's how can we get these kids, glued to the television? And then you take it away and they're freaking out like you took cigarettes away from, someone from an addict. It's crazy. It's literally making me interested in nothing. That's the sad part too. It really can affect you, and it's hard. It really is hard, me being a content creator, to watch these videos. I really have to separate. I typically try not to personally doom scroll, and if I do, it's a very short time, and I figured I might as well try to turn it into a business if I'm gonna be doing it anyway. But it does affect me even as a content creator. It's something I struggle with trying to figure out constantly how to, manage it, reduce it, because I also, try to have a business from it. So it's very challenging. To anyone, start reading books, force yourself. And I do this too. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but no, you probably can't. But behind me on this shelf here in the background is books that I am trying to read to get myself away from the internet and the, doom scrolling and stuff like that. I used to love movies. Now I can barely watch a TV show. That's when it's bad, that people's attention span have shriveled up. You need to have constant dopamine, constantly chasing that feeling. And, these companies own you. They know what they know they've got us hooked. It's a really bad problem. Oh my gosh. Look at all the corporate slop. That is what TJ Maxx has become. It has gotten so disgusting that they can't even fit it on the shelves. Last time I went, they had like the foldable party tables, not even like draped or anything, laid out in between the aisles to put more crap on it. Like, it is overflowing. They can't even stock the shelves and make the shelves look nice because they got so much stuff they don't know where to put it. And the problem is, people, like that comment said, keep buying it. So they make more and more and more and more and more stuff that they then get you to pay with Klarna or Afterpay or put on a credit card. And the cycle never ends. And what happens? Now, everywhere I look, there's a new freaking storage place popping up to store all this crap. It's insane. So you're overpaying to buy it, to store it in your house. People store it in their garages. They can't even fit, a car into their 2-car garage. They have to put it out front. They have them aligned with walls of bins. That's the new trend now. Black plastic bins with yellow tops is the new trend. Then it overflows past that you're afterpaying on to create debt, that you then subscribe to a storage company charging you $150, $200 a month to store the crap that you're never going to see or use. It is an absolute insane debt cycle that is forever going to keep people broke. And the faster you wake up, the more money you'll have. Pepsi also just got caught in a scheme with Walmart where they raised prices for their competitors and cut promotional money for them. Essentially makes Walmart the cheapest place to buy Pepsi by default, but doesn't actually lower prices for people. Just raises the prices artificially for everyone but Walmart. And do you really think Pepsi is the only one with this secret deal with Walmart? We truly live in a dystopia ruled by corporate greed. I mean, nothing surprises me anymore, and that's just how it is. It's disgusting, but that's the world we live in. Yeah, they'll artificially raise the prices that they'll sell to competitors because they probably have a deal with Walmart to lower it. And it's probably done with prices for groceries all over the place. But, fortunately, I don't drink Pepsi to that extent. I never buy it at the stores because it's just plain bad for you to begin with here, and it's just not worth the money.
The reason that TJ Maxx is so effective is because women are gatherers. And we don't have anything to go gather anymore. So we go to the grocery store and we go to TJ Maxx and we go to Target. And that's why we're this trope that women are addicted to on their Sundays or their free time going and gathering things. And TJ Maxx commercials work so well, Home Goods, because it's a treasure hunt. So it's you're out here in the wild trying to go gather things to make your family dinner. I think it's a survival instinct.
That's a pretty interesting take that probably does hold some weight. Now that I think about it, the whole hunter-gatherer thing, women collecting, we can't do that anymore, but the instincts of survival are still there. And, I'm not surprised corporations have figured that out a long time ago and are finding ways to monetize off it, to brainwash you into going shopping for it. I mean, there's got to be a reason why TJ Maxx is 95% women's section and 5% men. And guess what? When I go to TJ Maxx, I'm the only guy in the men's section looking for stuff. This was years ago, by the way, but it was mainly women in the men's section shopping for their children. So the entire store is essentially catered towards women, and majority of these, stores that pop up for clothing are that way too. Women do the shopping. Why is that? Did corporate push us that way? Or is it just, genetics? Is it survival instincts? I'm curious. I'm going to start telling this to my husband. This makes so much sense. It's our instinct. Wait, that's why we like shopping in general. Oh my God, this is why I'm addicted to thrifting. This is why I go for walks to collect rocks and shells and take pictures, so my instincts don't override my bank account. Yeah, if you're going to do this, find a way to do it that doesn't cost you money. It's a good idea, to be honest with you. We just went to the beach, Venice Beach, or Englewood, Minnesota Key, and we went collecting shark teeth, historic fossil shark teeth, because it's free. And I guess it still gives you that nice hunter-gatherer feeling too. Be creative, guys.
My go-to Chipotle order is a chicken bowl, white rice, fajita veggies, a
He's
pico
never
de
stepped
gallo,
foot in a Chipotle
and
with that
little
answer.
cheese. I usually get chips and guac with the bowl, but I also love a barbacoa quesadilla. So I've been known to add a barbacoa quesadilla on the side.
CEOs, man.
It's probably a little too much food for my age, but you know, it's hard to resist. So my go-to Chipotle order is a chicken bowl.
This guy has never had Chipotle in his life.
My go-to Chipotle order is chicken bowl.
I remember the feeling.
I just said this. I just said this in the last video. Like, the whole Stanley fad is a trend. $40 for a freaking mug. It's going to end up in a landfill or at TJ Maxx for 80% off, or at Goodwill, and boom, there it is. We're on to the next phase. From the overstock that they had and everybody else that collected this, it's completely worthless. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. What do you guys think about corporate greed? Is it here to stay? Is it going to get worse? Are people catching on? Let me know your thoughts and stories. Have you seen any of this? Let me know down in the comment section below. I try to read them all. I'll try to get back to as many people as I possibly can. But if you like this episode, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're interested in watching my other consumerism insanity episode, definitely make sure to check it out right after this. Peace.